So as we use controllers like the Blue Ghost controller and the ProFlow controller, you have to run that DRL wire to a source on the vehicle. And many times the source on the vehicle is not consistent. You might have your parking light for nighttime and your DRLs for daytime. So that'd be two separate wires. And we actually have a module on the website that can take those two inputs and combine them into one output. It also has the ability to increase the voltage output of that input. So on many cars, like the case of this Legacy here, the DRL is the high beam at 6 volts. So during the daytime, if you're driving around, the high beam is on, but it's only at 6 volts, and that is your running lights. Well, this module that we saw on the website will take that 6 volt DRL signal from the car and up convert it to a 12 volt output signal to go to something like a Blue Ghost. So this is not ideal for something like a switchback, which will require a little bit of amperage. But if you're using something like a Blue Ghost controller on a car like this, you can take the signal from your parking lights and that 6 volt signal from your DRL, along with a single ground connection on this side, and then you will get a reliable 12 volt output that can go to the Blue Ghost controller. Now, if you are going to be running this with something like a sequential switchback strip or something where the power comes from the DRL signal, these are not ideal because they are limited in amperage, and you'd probably want to look into something more like the dynamic solid state relays that they have on their website. The downside to the solid state relays is that they have to plug into the battery, so you have to run a harness to both lights and you have to run the power from the battery itself, since it acts more like a relay, whereas this is an all-in-one unit. So in general, I like to take these, put them inside of a headlight. I'll pull that parking light signal and I'll pull the DRL signal. I'll send the one output to the Blue Ghost controller, and I can ship a set of lights off to a customer. I don't have to do anything in the car. It's all done with this module, and there's no need to run this to the battery. But if you do need extra power on that output signal, you're going to want to look into the diode dynamics options. These are available on our website right now at nextlevelneo.com.